It's my birthday. It's my birthday. No, today's not my birthday, but I don't know why this thing won't go back. I do this every single time. Today we got Subway, sponsored by one of my patients. Shout out to you. You know, I love it when people get me things because, you know, that's a great feeling. But then I'm like, they're like, well, what do you want? I'm like, dude, just get whatever. So, like, I'm not going to be like, you know, just get a dash of this, a pump of that, a splash of whatever. So, I have been craving a meatball sub from Subway. When Subway hits, like, it freaking slaps. I miss Quiznos, though, bro, like, so much. He kept calling me. He's like, what kind of cheese you want? What kind of bread you want? What size do you want? Are you sure? I'm like, you know what? You good, Shouty. You good. So, this is our footlong. Oh, this looks sexy. Ooh. Cheesy, baby. Y'all. Got some Sun Chips. Did you get a Coke? Ah. Thank you, Lord. I was gonna get Chinese food for y'all, but this is what I'm talking about. This is the rewarding shit. Tastes just like I remember. Basic as fuck. So my birthday's coming up, y'all. Remember how I was talking about traveling? Okay, well, your girl's not going to Cancun or anything, but this mid-30s bitch is going to Lake Geneva. Ooh, ooh. I'm excited. I'm not like a mom to a human or anything, but my children are my animals, and it's just gonna be good to get away for a day. I was thinking about vlogging it, but the problem with vlogging is that even though it looks cool, when you watch it back, you're not living it in the moment. Maybe if I get camera equipment like Ghost Adventures with Zach Bagans and just like strap it onto myself and just walk everywhere, then y'all can go everywhere with me. See the best shit we deal with every day. So in honor of my birthday coming up, we gotta talk about it. We gotta tell you a story of the most fucked up 25th birthday of all time. If you have not had an existential midlife crisis in your early 20s, a quarter life crisis, don't worry, it's coming. If you haven't had that quarter life birthday crisis in your 20s, it's coming. That one was my 25th birthday. And partially why your girl doesn't drink anymore in public. I just drink by myself listening to Shalina songs and crying over her death. No big deal. But I'll try to keep it short and sweet and simple for y'all. So basically, what had happened was, this one's for you, Jorge. He was there. Where should I start this off? So basically, what I have, I don't even know where to start. Okay. We going back in time. We going back in time to the year 2013. 10 years ago. The girl was in her prime. We're always in our prime. And I decided to gather my friends, like I normally do, and go out for a drink. Pregame at my crib. I was living with my ex-roommate in a nice little townhouse on the north side. It was good times with good people, or so I thought. I had become really close with my then coworker. Her name was Laurel, and I've been really comfortable with using real names as of late, but I think it's important because my name is Lauren. She was Laurel dating a Rob. I was Lauren dating a Rod. So strange. So we kicked it, like we hung out sometimes. She was really cool. She was a little bit younger than me, or so it seemed, you know. I think I had just left that place because I don't remember seeing her at work after my birthday. So like, you get the point. I don't think I saw her after my birthday again. I think I had just quit that last place. So she was, you know, I invited her. I invited my other coworker. I invited my main squad. And Jorge invited his friends, and it's whatever. I remember talking to Laurel about it, and she's like, we're gonna pregame so hard. I'm gonna bring the liquor. Talking all this stuff. Really hyping it up. So, my longtime friend Jorge, who are still friends, he came through with some like Bacardi something. I don't know. He brought the liquor. He brought some liquor. My roommate was there. My girls were there. Laurel comes through with a stinky ass attitude. I don't know what the fuck was her problem. Like, I ain't never seen inside of her before. She was talking shit. She's like, what the fuck liquor is this? Bitch, you came through to my party without the liquor that you were talking about pre-gaming on. And you had the audacity to insult my friend's liquor that he paid for out of his own pocket that you're drinking. I gotta say this, y'all. If you've ever been to a party and some motherfuckers complaining about the liquor, tell them to bring their own. Because half the time the motherfuckers complaining about the liquor didn't even bring any liquor. Ooh! I should have kicked their ass out then. So the long and short of it is, your girl drank too much. I had a breakdown. I felt like the people who were there weren't really like my friends. I was crying in George's arm. I'm like, I have no friends. Like, I'm getting old. I have no friends. And I just remember just crying profusely at the bar. And everyone else was just like, what the fuck? My roommate and my best friend George understood. But everyone else around me was like just too sober. I mean, like, what the hell is this girl on? So my roommate my old coworker, so it was my old roommate Annie and Amanda and Laurel all went to the bathroom, unbeknownst to me at the time. And Laurel was just talking shit about me the whole time. It doesn't matter what was said. It was just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, this bitch is whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, So, it wasn't the greatest birthday. I stopped talking to Laurel, obviously. But I remember, like, months down the line, we had communicated about something because Amanda said that I said some shit about her or whatever. And I just remember texting her, like, you had a lot of audacity coming to my birthday talking shit about the liquor that you didn't even bring because your ass is too cheap. You're a C-U-N-T. Like, I straight up said, you're a C-U-N-T. That was the last time you ever talked. No new friends, bro. Yeah, that was a whack ass birthday. So I think now every year I'm just gonna travel by myself or with my significant other or just like do our own thing. Someone had a shirt. Actually, the patron who brought me lunch like 2 weeks ago, he had a shirt that said something like losing friends and gaining peace. Friends are just like, I don't want to say overrated, but it's a lot of hard work and responsibility when you got other things in your life going on, including if you have a relationship with somebody, if you have kids, if you have whatever. It's just a lot. But yeah, anybody comes through to your party complaining about the liquor, stop. We ain't got time for that shit. Another reason I don't talk to my brother Kevin right now, it's not a reason, but it was like a big boiling point, and that was one of the biggest ones. Other than him calling me a fat ass, even though that story, if you guys go back to it and you hear it, what's funny about that story, it's in the Wendy's video. I wasn't even mad about him calling me a fat ass. It was just residual from when he had the same argument with my brother like 14 years ago. But the funny part about that argument was my brother Richard, my late brother Richard, was so upset about being called a fat ass. Like, that was the reason that he retaliated. Like, you called me a fat ass? Like, that was the worst thing that you could ever do, was insult his looks. Like, he would be so quick to call you fat or ugly, but if you just dished it back to him, you're like, shut up, you're fat and ugly. He'd be like, put his tail between his legs, walk away, and 10 minutes later be like, so, am I really fat and ugly? Because I was just joking about you. Am I, though? Oh, man. I miss him. But, one year, I don't remember how old I was turning. It was, like, right before my 30s. We were getting together at my parents' house. And it was at like 2 o'clock and it's like 1:57. And I get this nice video that he sends of my niece and nephew, his kids, wishing me happy birthday. They're chilling in the garage. And then not even 5 minutes later, he's like, yeah, sorry, we can't make it. I'm having a garage sale today. Bro. I was sitting in the driver's seat. I just started bawling my eyes out. Because if I were to ever do the same thing to him or his kids, he would never talk to me again. And look at where we are. I'm sure we'll have a relationship in the future, but that's not anytime soon. But I really wouldn't be upset that if I never saw or talked to him again. Is that messed up? that wasn't like the reason. There was obviously a lot of boiling points, and that was one of the biggest ones. But I remember crying in the driver's seat, and my ex, Rod, was just sitting there like, didn't know how to console me, was just not emotionally there. How I put up with that for so long, I don't know, y'all, but he just didn't know how to handle it. Like, me crying and being emotional, whatever. I didn't expect him to, but dang, that guy was bad at emotional support. Don't be a therapist, bro. Oh. So, it was like a double whammy to be ditched by my brother over, like, a garage sale was more important. Okay. On top of my long-term significant other not being emotionally supportive. It was a lot. I was like, it's hurtful. Like, birthdays can just make you see who really gives a fuck about you and who doesn't. Even if you don't hang out with the person, just like wishing them happy birthday. But then at the same time, like, it's not a big deal if they don't or if they forget because people are busy with their own lives. It's just such a catch-22. But I personally believe that you really see who actually gives a fuck about you and who doesn't, including your own family members. I was fucked up. But, like, I've also forgotten, like, my parents' birthdays, you know? Maybe birthdays are just overrated. Only cool when you're a kid. But you know what? I think it's a blessing to celebrate another birthday each year. Like, hitting that milestone, knowing that you're still alive, that, I don't want to say, like, in good health, because no one ever knows, like, what their health really is, but, you know, you're still alive, you're doing well for yourself, considering that you've probably been through a lot of shit, and you're still here, still thriving, and we can't take any day for granted. We just can't. This is good, but I probably ate this shit like 10 years ago. I was not professional. I thought it'd be a funny story to share because I've been time warped. And I truly feel like I'm celebrating my 25th birthday instead of my 35th birthday. Because whatever amount of 10 years this shit has been, I blipped, bro. And I still relatively look the same, like, knock on wood. But it's all about how you feel up here, you know? I still feel like a solid 22. Realistically, I feel like I'm still 17, but I'm gonna go for 22 because that was the last good year. No one gives a fuck when you're 23. Blink-182 was right. I'm gonna disappear for a while. I'll let you know how my birthday goes. I may just try to film a little bit. Maybe post a little bit. We shall see. Ooh. Sunchips Garden Salsa. I'm gonna say this too before I let you go. Don't let people talk shit to you. Don't let people try to tell you who you are. Especially when they haven't even known you for that long. Especially if they've known you your entire life. No one even knows who the fuck they are. Don't let somebody tell you who the fuck you are. To thine own self, be motherfucking true. But yeah, I know that wasn't much of a story. Trust me, it was like very hazy. I just remember motherfuckers talking shit about some liquor, talking shit about me, and yeah, we're thriving. I think she's a mom now. Like, so many people that I used to kick it with their moms now, and I'm just like, I don't think that's for me. Like, I know I'd be a great mom, but I'm just too selfish. Like, I can barely handle my animals. Alright, y'all.